Hey, welcome back to the channel and what will be our 6th and final installment on my solo adventures here in Anarchy. I'm out hunting the hills of Cherno and checking out my neighbor's base in the process, and I see some trouble brewing. There's a plume of smoke emanating from my neighbor's motor pool. It's poorly constructed, so I assume the worst, it's been broken into. There was 2 trucks there. Let's see. That is not one of the trucks in question. That particular truck has been sitting abandoned on the hill since I arrived. I'm a little bit too cautious to rush right in, so I'm going to do a thorough perimeter search and assess the situation before I move in. Especially knowing that a vehicle will despawn from the field destroyed within 20 minutes. I need to establish a time frame. And this is a great opportunity for me to remind you, in the video description is a link to our online merch shop. We have a plethora of survival and tactical gear for men and ladies. We have a casual menswear line, and soon to be adding a very nice boutique for the ladies. In a perfect world, that plume of smoke is a couple good old boys burning down a fatty. But this isn't a perfect world. This is Dayz. Not seeing any movement in the tower itself, I decide to push into the suburb and still cautiously take a look. My money is still on that the motor pool was broken into, a truck taken, and a truck destroyed. But with a base that size, it pretty much says, hey, come raid me. This is why I have built a small footprint base. The simple fact of the matter is, the more you build, hidden or in plain sight, there's render time. This game loves to give you x-rays of buildings as it renders in when you first load in. One door is harder to spot than several towers. I'm finding no shortage of excellent fire solutions on this base. I really don't think these guys are the problem at the moment. I think they're being set up for a raid. I need to get in closer and confirm this. And there you have it. Someone has taken time to loot, open up all the garage doors, and not bother to shut one. They don't care that their presence is known. This is either an incredibly bold player or a highly skilled and geared player. I still need to get in to take a closer look at that motor pool, and perhaps the base itself. From the time I discovered that smoke and doing a 360-degree wide perimeter sweep, the smoke has stopped. This establishes a clear timeline. This happened a maximum of 20 minutes ago. The gate has been dismantled from the inside, truck parts laying around the ground, nothing to be found. Base is intact. I would surmise the perpetrator jumped in the motor pool from the window where we discovered the motor pool in a previous episode. It's not going to be long until this base is knocked out. We're going to take a short walk and show you how it's done. Your interior is only as strong as your exterior. These buildings can provide a false sense of security. Couple gates here and there, walls, boom, bang, you're safe. No, it's not the case. A lot of these buildings have windows that are accessible. The foyer of each entryway is a jump point. It's a weak point. If you're not going to take the time to double gate, you're wasting your time. Case in point, check out this large tent. Strategically deployed to jump up over the foyer and into the window. Instant access. Now it's just a matter of popping downstairs, dismantling with a hatchet, and the rest of your crew is in and free to roam the building and start knocking walls down. Now I'm probably wasting my time, but sit back, relax, enjoy this jam as I sweep this building. Or think about the kick-ass tactical vest water bladder I just added to my online merch shop. 3 liters of fresh, cool water strapped to your back with all the cargo space you would expect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Not a blessed thing left, picked clean by the Cherno vultures. I'm not going to bother checking the whole building. It's time to split and take another look around. Even though suppressed, night is coming. I can't afford any unwanted attention, especially if I can't see. I'm not yet equipped with NVG. With plenty of time left on the clock for my session, I decide I'm going to pick a perch, wait the night out, and see what the morning brings. As I make my arduous ascent, I can't shake this uneasy feeling. But as long as I'm wearing these urban tacticals purchased at my online merch shop, I'm A-okay. I strategically select a building that overwatches both the gas station, the industrial, Cherno itself, and the suburb I'm in. This is on purpose. I have a clear vantage point of all road accesses, south, east, west, and northwest of my position into the suburb. Visions of the dark night I have dreamed of joy departed, but a waking dream of life and light hath left me broken-hearted. Edgar Allan Poe, A Dream. Sometimes you can see clearly the threats in the night. Clear as day, but still can't get a clean sight with the scope. This could be a total coincidence or something more sinister yet to come. I'm just going to maintain Overwatch and keep an eye on things. Just like an ant in a farm, I watch this poor creature forge. I do believe they're building a fire. Watching our suspect throughout the evening, dawn approaches and the fire fades. I will then lose all visual of the contact, but I remain vigilant, stand my post, watch, and listen. With the rising sun glowing off my equipment, I decide to lay down to take a better panoramic. I lay and sat in Overwatch for quite a while. Satisfied that nothing was occurring, I decide it's probably time to end my session and log off. And just when I go to do that, a not so distant interior large caliber shot. I quickly take a prone position and listen. In my experience, 1 is a fluke, 2 is a trend. There's something afoot. Overnight server restart, reset all the garage doors. Wreak havoc and let slip the dogs of war. I do believe it has begun. I will soon learn that this first volley of shots is infected mitigation. I do believe the raiding team is securing its perimeter so it can safely work without the dangers of the infected. As I exit my Overwatch building, I notice server restart has also left me a fresh car. This may come in handy later. My plan is to flank northwest around, taking a higher elevated position overwatching the base, taking a better look before I move in. I'm not necessarily looking to engage these individuals. However, the longer I take to get there, the more work they have done for me, if I choose to counter-raid. Right now, I'm just curious. The raid is in full swing as I reach the northwest road into Devovo. There's a raid going on there. Base gonna break it open. Kind of fun. I need to get down and secure that center building. The building in front of us, that's where I need to go. From there I can get a better vantage point of the base's entry. I hear the faint sound of walking and moving around, but I cannot pinpoint the direction. The echo from these buildings is tremendous. They've stopped shooting, which is problematic. That shooting was masking my movement. Now I'm going to have to be extra cautious. Without any visual indication, I know I'm dealing with two separate individuals at minimum. I hear two people reloading. In retrospect, right now probably would have been the best time to push these individuals. They don't have a weapon out. They have clips in their hands. This would be my first mistake. Now I make my second monumental mistake. As I try to peek the door, I expose my body, and the assailant across the alley sees me through the window. There's no guarantee he did, but I feel 100% confident he has. It won't be long before they come for me. So instead of running, I decide to hold my ground, maintain a firing solution, and be patient. You'll notice I've already taken off my shoes. This will mask my movement, but time to put them back on. I do hear footsteps approaching the building. Remember, you can shoot through a few walls. Now here I make my biggest mistake. Under fire from the outside, they're tossing flashbangs and crack shots. I can see their shots reporting off the windowsill in front of me, and this will continue. There are 2 of them left. He's across the room trying to shoot at me. That's the funny thing about it brings everybody around. Contact in the building, time to move. And still not knowing why, in my confusion, I dropped the KAM for the Mosin. Stupid, stupid, stupid boy. My attacker can hear me, chambering, single rounds. This is nothing but a positive for him. I try to put some distance between him and I, and take out my assault rifle. I would have preferred my victims. This scope is encumbersome, and I can't stand it. The scope takes up a large chunk of real estate on my screen, and I can't see my right flank as I'm taking shots through the window from an adjacent building. And my last and fatal mistake, look at the fire rate selection on my weapon. Oh, he got me. Had I been on auto, I may have survived that. Thank you so very much for your continued support. If you're liking the content, pop over to the merch shop and help me bring you more.